I'm so rooted in achieving my next goal such that I no longer value what I already have. Being an ambitious and passionate person about a certain thing can mess up your life because you live in worry and forget where you come from. You are tied upon the future and you're living in a future in such a way that you forget that physically you are in the present. And in reality, you are in the present. You're living in the future in your mind. And that is great. That is good. Because as a visionary, you have to live in the future. You need to lean on the future. But don't forget the present. What's up, visionaries? I welcome you back to the daily thoughts of a visionary. And as usual, as every other episode, this video was not planned. I was just thinking and I thought, let me make a video. It's late, but I was just deep in my thoughts and felt that, okay, I need to make a video about this. You know, I got to realize how being an ambitious, passionate, and a big dreamer can mess up your life. Because when you are a passionate person about something, and when you are ambitious about a certain thing, and you're putting effort into whatever it is, most of the time you live your life worrying, especially when you're still building the foundation for that craft. You live in worry, you live in pain every day because you're always looking at your progress and you feel like my progress is so slow. Because to be honest, the hardest thing about whatever that is worthwhile in life is the foundation phase. One thing that is painful and hard to deal with when you're building something that is worth it, it is the foundation phase. It's more harder because the foundation phase is full of micro progression rather than macro progression that you can see with your eyes and feel good. The foundation phase is more about the things that you don't think I need development in, but the foundation phase develops you unknowingly, and you may not even see that I'm making progress in those things. To just bring it home, I'm a podcaster. I've been doing podcast for over a year now. But it took wisdom and sitting down to think for me to realize that, okay, even though I don't see the macro progression or the manifestation or this progress that I'm so eager to see, getting views, getting, people interacting on my videos, even though I'm not seeing that, there is a huge progress that I'm making in the background. The way how I articulate myself, the way how I tell a story, and the way how I question my guests. I got to realize that after taking time to think. So it's one of those micro progressions on the foundation phase that you may not see if you don't pay attention to. So back to the subject of this video. Being an ambitious and passionate person about a certain thing can mess up your life because you live in worry and forget where you come from. It's very hard for a person who is a dreamer to channel their mind to think about the things that they've achieved so far and appreciate the things that they've achieved so far. Because when you're an ambitious person, the moment you get to a certain level, you feel that, okay, I'm not where I want to be. You're never at your destination. You are never at a point where it's a point of fulfillment, especially when your dream, your ambition is subjected more on the materialistic things. You never get to a point where you say, I've strived my whole potential out of me. So every level that you get in, as you continue to strive for your success and for your dreams, you don't appreciate the current because you are so tied upon the future, and you're living in a future in such a way that you forget that physically you're in the present, and in reality you are in the present. You're living in the future in your mind, and that is great, that is good, because as a visionary you have to live in the future. You need to lean on the future. Jeff Bezos says, as a leader, you need to live in the future, because if you don't lean on the future is always going to win every time over you. So you have to lean on the future, but don't forget the present. Ambitious people, passionate people forget the present and the past because they're eager about the next thing, the next achievement. I've realized how I tend to lose value of things that I've achieved in the past, all because I'm looking up to the next thing that I want to achieve. I'm so rooted in achieving my next goal such that I no longer value what I already have. I don't value what I've achieved so far. And that is where we go wrong as visionaries, as dreamers, and as ambitious people. Joy is in appreciating what you have, what you've achieved, while you strive for what you want to achieve. That's where joy comes. If you don't think about the things that you have achieved, and if you don't appreciate the things that God has given you, the things that your energy and your drive has helped you to achieve in the past, and you're where you are today because of those things, you are living a life that many people wish to live, but you don't appreciate that, you don't think about it, you are not going to be joyful as a person. And that is why many people who are very successful, who are billionaires, who are leading big companies, they are not happy in their souls, all because what they are living and what they are living for every single day is the next big thing, is the next goal, the next achievement, the next milestone. The next milestone matters, but it doesn't matter more than the present. I think I have to repeat this because this is something that it may sound controversial, but it's the truth. You're in the present, you are alive now. You don't even know if you will be alive at the time where you will be thinking that I'm supposed to achieve the next milestone. That is why I'm saying the present and the past and the things that you have achieved and what you have in your possession now matters more than what is in your mind that you are working for. Lean in the future, that is good. Live in the future, that is good. Be thinking about the future, that is good. But appreciate the present and the past. Don't be living such that you no longer value the things you have achieved. I've seen that with me, and I've decided to make this video because I feel so hurt because my achievements, I've lost that value. I no longer value. I keep up to date with them. I still think about those things, but I'm always channeling them to connect with what I'm thinking in my mind about the future. That is not good. That is not a good thing. And I know that this is not just me, but it's something that is bothering a lot of people, a lot of dreamers, a lot of ambitious people. That's where you're going wrong. Appreciate the things that you have achieved. Be proud of yourself because of where you are. Be proud of what you have in your possession. We're leaning on the future, that's true. As visionaries, we live in the future. But you will forever be sad and unhappy if you are forgetting the present and you're not appreciating what you have achieved so far. The Bible says giving thanks makes room for more. I feel like sometimes our delays or some of the things that delay our progress is being so rooted in the future and achieving the next milestone rather than being more appreciative of the present and then putting in work to achieve the next milestone. I feel like that is delaying our journey. I feel like that plays a role in what people become once they've reached their goals. How unhappy successful people are, how unhappy a huge percentage of people who are rich, who are wealthy, who have made an impact in life. This is the reason why they lose themselves. This is the reason why they are unhappy. This is the reason why we know a lot of stars that rose at their generation, at their time, and they were well known. They made a great impact in the world. How they were swallowed by drugs, how they were swallowed by addiction to alcohol, how they were swallowed by the things of this world, all because it's about the next big thing. It's about the next goal and forgetting the present. This thinking has destroyed a lot of people. It has taken joy from a lot of people. And I feel that I just needed to share this with all of you, that you're a visionary, you're an ambitious person. We get that. We understand. I'm a visionary. I'm an ambitious person. I want to see myself striving each and every potential in me. I want to see myself letting out everything that God invested in me. But also, I've realized that I need to appreciate my present more. I need to appreciate my past more. I need to embrace my past. I need to be proud of the things that I've achieved every single day. I need to find joy in looking at my pictures of my graduation. I need to find joy when I look at my matric certificate, how I passed when I wrote matric. When I look at my degree, when I look at my results, I need to feel that joy, and I need to be filled with that joy, not temporarily, but forever, because those are the things that I have in my possession. I need to be proud of the fact that I was able to buy a car at 22. I need to be proud of the job that I have now. As much as I know I don't want to be in corporate forever or no matter the years that I've set for myself, I need to find joy in it. I need to find joy in waking up to go to work every day. I need to find joy in being an employee. I need to find joy in reporting to someone. I need to find joy in the things that I know I don't want to do for the rest of my life. All because that is the present. And that is the present is the one that channels our mood. The past and the present, those are the two things that channels our mood on a daily basis. Your future and the next milestone that you want to achieve, one thing that it will give you: sleepless nights, overworking yourself, worrying, stressing, overthinking. That's what the future does to you. But you have to put a limitation. But the things that determines your mood on a daily basis is the present and the past. So if you don't appreciate your past and your present, you're going to become a successful, rich man or woman who is very unhappy, who's very sad. And that is very bad.